Hi, my name is Mato Bergevec, and I used to work in an open shop, IBEW Electric, and I worked with them for about 3 years. It's a pretty good company, but you can't match the benefits that you get from the union.
I used to work for IBEW Electric. I worked there for about 4 years. They're not a bad company, but after a while I started to realize that things just weren't panning out the way I thought they were going to and the way that I was told they were going to. Things like pay, education, advancement, things that everybody expects out of a career, they simply weren't there.
I'm Paul Becker. I worked in the open shop for about 9 years, 5 years for Petruno Electric and 4 years for IBEW Electric. One of the things I got frustrated with in the open shops was that I was expected to run work for low pay, had to pay for my own health care. A lot of that came out of my paycheck.
I joined the IBEW mostly for the educational opportunities that they could provide. I felt that with all everything that the IBEW has with certification-wise and things like that, that they could provide the absolute best education that I could possibly receive and turn me into the best electrician that I could possibly be.
I joined the IBEW because traveling grew pretty tiring, and I got tired of spending my time in cheap and sometimes disgusting hotels.
I was laid off for about a month. I had been laid off a few times just because of the contractor I was with. I was the newest person on their staff, and whenever the work was short, they'd always ended up laying me off instead of someone else that maybe wasn't working as hard or showing up on time. And
the myths, them being lazy, not providing the good work ethic, and I find that to be a total lie. That's the people that I've worked for in the union. They're great. They're high energetic, very let's get the job done right the first time.
I heard that the union protected less than lackluster workers, and if I joined, I would be stuck carrying the weight of slugs.
I was told that if I ever even considered joining the union, everything would just fall apart. That I would be working 6 months out of the year. Everybody in the union's on unemployment, and the dues are outrageous, and you won't get anywhere with it. Also, that there's half the union is laid off right now, and for me to come in would just be another mouth to feed. There wasn't enough work. Everything all of the stereotypes,
Some of the myths I had heard were that the dues were, astronomical, and that, it was difficult to save money and put money away with, things like dues looming over you, and also that you'd be, laid off for 6 months out of the year, plus.
One of the biggest myths was I was always reluctant to try or even talk to a union representative, because the guys that I worked with would always tell me that they'll paint you a better picture, they'll offer you better pay, they'll tell you about your pension, and all these great things that the union has to offer are great, but then they won't work you, which is totally not true.
The acceptance in the workforce has been great. I mean, I've met a lot of new people. everyone's had a pretty positive attitude, more than welcoming, and they all know why, I'd come to the union from a non-union shop.
My coworkers now, they really, the brotherhood, they get behind you and really bring you to your full potential.
I have been accepted far better than I could have ever imagined. My foreman believes I am his right-hand man. I have a job at that company for as long as I want it. It's not how I was expecting it to be, where I would come in and I would be the outsider from the non-union shop that no one would help, no one would associate with. It's not like that at all.
Union dues never affected me or my life. Actually, in my paycheck, I'm actually seeing more, because of the benefits of the union. I got a lot more. I got health care, retirement. Yeah, the union dues get taken out, but I saw more because the union's there for you.
Been diabetic for 25 years. I was paying about $350 a month for benefits, just to cover my medical supplies. That off my back alone is well worth anything I was making with a non-union contractor.
With the dues coming out, it's far cheaper, in a yearly aspect than having to pay for your own pension, or building towards your retirement in general, as well as your health care, having that come out of pocket. So the dues far more than balance out.
I've actually been able to start a family since leaving Demco. Being able to come home every night to my new son and my wife, by far, is the best part about joining the union.
I have more time to spend with my family. I'm not traveling. I don't have to worry about my health care. I don't have to worry about my pension or my retirement. I'm able to go fishing. I'm able to coach my son's baseball team, all things I couldn't do while I was traveling or didn't have the money to do.
Life is good. Definitely a positive change in my life. I now know I have a retirement after I work however many years it's going to take. The training, I've learned tenfold in the last year with the union than I have the year and a half I was with non-union. Just knowing I have the health benefits, I'll always have my medicine when I need it. It's just a huge effect on my life, makes things a lot easier and less stressful.
From my personal experience, I tried out college and it didn't work out for me. And that was how I fell into the electrical trade. And I wish that I had considered this when I was 18 years old. I never really even thought of the trades as another option instead of college. The truth is, this is incredible. They pay for your education and you learn something that no one can ever take away from you.
Anyone that's considering joining the IBEW, I would tell them if they want to work hard, they want more money, they want more benefits, a better opportunity for their family, for their future, join the IBEW. Join an organization that wants you to succeed, has a clear path set out in front of you for what you need to do through education to get where you want to be.
If you want to make an honest living wage, have more time for your family, then do it for yourself. Check it out. It's not going to hurt to come in and talk to one of the guys here at the local IBEW.